Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is the first time, your first time stop by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. I don't know what the heck is going on with everybody. Everybody texting me. I don't know if hell is just really breaking loose in everybody's daggone life right now. Stay woke, stay focused. Keep doing you. Find the betterness in within you. Don't get consumed with all that. Observe, don't absorb. Point blank. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been listening to my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure you hit all so you can be able to be notified as soon as I upload a video. So, with that being said, if you're comfortable enough to drop me a line, please do. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and head you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good vibes and inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath they're going through trying times in the moment, which I'm not surprised, go ahead and share it, and with as well as give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music, the God dog, YouTube channel I'm using today is called Self Healing Collective, and the meditation music I'm listening to in the background is called God's Healing Presence, Deep Inner Peace Prayer music in 528 hertz, miracle music to boost self-love. And I will post their information in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Heyokas Transition in Many Ways That Has Not Yet Been Discovered. Trust the timing of what unfolds. That is so true. Like, I've been connecting with so many people. Either you are bumping heads with folks, your karmic bonds are just going straight through the roof with negative BS going on. You're getting triggered like every 5 minutes, just to pop off. But these are the things if you've been dealing with this for a while, you already understand where it's going. And a lot of times, yes, it can be annoying. It could be a hemorrhoid, pain in your booty, but these are the things that are strengthening us. These are things that are giving you awareness through challenging times. A lot of times we can pray to God, like, or pray whoever you pray to and say, you know what, I'm dealing with this toxic relationship and I keep praying for this person and they keep acting out more. That prayer is being answered. A lot of times when you pray, they give you the strength for you to cut cords with people that have hurt you. You have hurt them, that has caused you pain, and you're really trying to allow yourself to level up in your awareness, trying to match up with what you're trying to align with to bring into your life. It comes through those challenging times, because when you allow yourself to see the things that's taking place through stressful things, when I said, like in my description in the last video, it's all about how you how you see things, how you reflect, how you focus. Are you going to focus on bettering your life and your well-being on all accords, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, mental, all those different things? Are you going to allow yourself to focus on something you can't change? You can change how you respond to different things. You can change how you tend to soak on things. Everything has a reason for happening the way it happens. And if you're dealing with any of these abusive relationships right now that you're really trying to heal from, you have to understand all these things are happening to break us free from those old negative patterns, those outdated beliefs, those habits that we tend to carry on. It's like, I could be like, I remember this. Next thing you know, all these negative emotions come back. But then you have to say, yes, this did happen. But what did this situation teach me? What my situation is going on? There's a lot of things that is being said. I can't control what other people say. With my situation with my dad, a lot of people are just getting this little airtime and want to be all out in tabloids, internet, and stuff like that to be relevant. And it's sad because most of them are already out there, in public. But it's just they need that extra attention or whatever. I can't control that. All I can control on is how I cherish my relationship with my father, how I dealt with things, and being able to allow myself to know what other outside sources are doing. It can't stop me from what I'm doing. And those are the things that are unfolding for me as well as it is for you. You're going through a lot of challenging, experiences and stressful circumstances. Your money might be tight with the COVID things going on. Um, and you're being guided to do different things. You may be at a job that is just really not fulfilling to you. After you don't went through a spiritual awakening, there ain't no way you can actually work a normal job anyway. Your family think you're crazy. They're like, hey, welcome to a spiritual awakening. You start seeing things different. You can't go back. Why would you want to go back to a norm? Why would you want to be going back towards people that follow a crowd when you can walk to the beat of your own drum? Everything is falling apart to come together in a way that sometimes you can't. You have to just trust the process, and a lot of times it's hard to do that. I'll be looking at all the things that I'm going through, trying to work hard, trying to get myself out of here, being able to deal with my own, deal with everything on my own, not depend on anybody. And it just, blockages after blockages after blockages. So it's just like, I was just doing YouTube, and then I had my Facebook. And I had like 12, what is it, 12, either, no, not 12, 2,600, close to 1,600. I can't remember. But it was like all these people I went to school with. I just got like probably a handful of people I actually talked to. No, actually one, my homegirl. And that's it, that I went to school with. And then when we were in the same place in the Midwest. Other than that, I don't cut everybody else out of my life. Because a lot of those things, when they found out my situation, it was all, surveillance cameras, and they irritated me because people that knew about my situation who just didn't want to be involved, but they had their hand and their mouth all up into my situation, telling people my business. So I had to knock all those people out of my life. I almost had barely 100 people in my life because there were so many people that were telling me, Roslynn, you got some really bomb videos. You need to go ahead and share it on different social sites, social platforms, so you can be able to get out there. And I was like, I don't know about all that, but universe was already having that into play already as it is, because me making videos was just, first way I started like almost 4 years ago. It was just me making video diaries to myself, because after I found out my situation, it's like everybody dropped out of my life. Universe turned my direction around, and everybody that was there and it didn't have good intentions for me, he took them out of my life. I didn't understand. I felt abandoned. Like I was already feeling abandoned already as it is. But it gave me to that point where my whole life was being flipped upside down for me to be able to pave it in the way it's supposed to be. And a lot of times we don't be able to see it like that. So when I cut all these people out of my life, because it was more ego, it was like, all these people that dogged me. And then when they found out who my father was, and I was like, nah, 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 nah. It was like, it was like an ego thing. And plus it was like not more of an ego thing, but it was more being happy. So that's why I said, let me back up. It was more being happy. If you were adopted, you would love to find out who your family is. But just for who my father was, it was like it was shown as being that. That's, let me go ahead and do it that way. But in my mind, it was like with people that used to do me the way they did it, it was kind of like it, that vibe is that. But still, it was either way, it was still an ego trip. So it's just like these people aren't bringing you growth. And a lot of times people will be in your life. They're not trying to send you, friend requests. They're still placing surveillance cameras. There's a lot of people be in your life that don't like you, but they watch everything you do. Trust me, I know. So it is just like people try to stay on top of you. So it was like me knowing that people were trying to block the things that I did. I had to allow myself to keep moving no matter what was trying to be blocked, because I was just like, if I'm, y'all keep saying I'm lying, then why don't you let me fall on my face? Or matter of fact, sue me for defamation of character. And then all of a sudden it went rain silence. I said, oh, but I'm lying though. But I had to allow myself to keep going. This is like my positive outlet, and just not knowing my positive outlet for me leading to go talk to, find, connections with my real mom. It was like so many things fell apart. I don't talk to my adopted family. My mom has passed away. And I was the only person that I truly stayed connected with. Her husband, he's the one who put me in this situation. So I just detached myself from all family members from both sides. And it was just like, when I said I felt like I didn't have anybody to turn to, and they were using that as, trying to break me down. But they didn't realize everything that they put me through to break me down built me up. So all these videos that I was doing, it was just me telling about who my father is, what my experience was, being a twin flame with him. Then next thing you know, it was like indigos, Wiccans, pagans, witches. I'm talking about. The next thing you know is INFJs, and then it was being on the twin flame thing for a while, and then next thing you know, after all those things that was taking place, dealing with narcissistic behavior, trying to be able to recover from those things, speaking on those things as well. And then next thing you know, it took me to Heyokas, something I didn't even know nothing about. But the more the ancient tribals and the galactic, watchers, or whatever you want to call them, came and started showing me everything that it was like a pinpoint on every part of my life where it started making sense, because it's like, wait a minute, where did this come from? And they said, look where you're born, look at all the people that you gravitated to, look how people gave you protection amulets when you were young, look how you were able to see things and know things about certain people that you were guided towards, to help out. This has been strategically designed for you to have the life purpose that you have right now. Didn't understand what was going on in my life purpose and how it unfolded. Me allowing myself to jump out of that, comfort zone, because I kept my YouTube at my YouTube and my Facebook at my Facebook. And then when I took all those people out, it's like I can be comfortable and not have to deal with a whole bunch of excess BS. So when I took all these people out of my life, it was all the people that I deal with now is probably like one person that is not a part of my YouTube family. The rest of them is all my YouTube family, being able to send meditations there, or, be able to post funnies here, because it's like after going through these things for going on, well, went through it my whole life, but, being on my spiritual awakening, finding out who my father is and seeing all the, spiritual traits and gifts that I had to be able to, serve mankind, and unfolded in a way I never seen coming. It got frustrating, but it was like me making videos after videos after videos. I did not know I was going to have this change of outcome come out so good for me. Even though I had challenging circumstances by how, people judged me, people poked fun at me, or people tried to block me, all these different experiences in my life, I had to allow myself to understand this was a part of my growth, just like it's the part of your growth. So them having me, with the pandemic had started, all of a sudden with the little content creator video channels, they weren't being pushed out there like, the big people were. People are like, Roz, I'm not getting your notifications, so I stayed at YouTube. The next thing you know, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to start sharing my videos. I took everybody off, and then I started seeing this is what the universe had for me. They wanted me to get all these people out of my life that didn't belong here, because all they were is showboating or clout chasing, whatever you want to do, or just having surveillance cameras on me and watching me. So when I went there, all of a sudden I start, more people are starting to, find out what they are, because there's so many people that are waking up. And finding out the depth of them. They always knew they were different. They know they, misunderstood, had weird ways of doing things. We did things half backwards. We all, instead of, we could have easily crossed the road and got to where we wanted to go, but no, we wanted to take all the back paths. It took, probably about a whole 2 weeks to get there, when we could have crossed the bridge and went, it only take a couple of hours. But that's what we did. That's how we learned, through those hardships. So a lot of times, what you're manifesting, what you're bringing into your life. You may not understand it, but trust and believe it's going to have a big impact in your life in some kind of way. And a lot of times it comes through times of frustration. It comes through times of storms, go through times of hell breaking loose, abandonment, deception, basically your whole life was a whole lie to you. And now it's up to you. You can't be tapped on the shoulder and say who you are about this. You have to be smacked with the realistic of reality of what is taking place. And everything that you have went through was meant to happen, because now when you find out you're a Heyoka, you're going to start pinpointing all the things that is taking place in your life. And see, for us to be sitting up here going against the enemy, healing the world with love and light, with our reflection of examples, they couldn't see us coming. A lot of times people got pissed off, said I was like, what was it, culture misappreciation, whatever that did. They tried to put me in the category with them Car Jenners and junk like that. I started laughing. I'm like, what the hell? I even had people telling me, just really close-minded, especially with all this stuff going on with George Floyd, oh, you're black, you need to stop, you need to go, you need to stop making videos for, sending me, terroristic threats. That made me go more. I said, if something, I said, I'm not, number one, I already know about the laws of attraction. Like attracts like. Whatever you pushing out to somebody is going to put back. If you know you're not doing something on the straight and narrow and you being deceptive, you're lying, or you sitting up here claiming something you're not, that has consequences. And that's something I'm not about to do. I see it too close around me about what happens when you do things you're not supposed to do, and you're doing them out of ego, you're doing it out of envy, you're doing it out of spite, you're doing it because your life is messed up and don't want somebody else to have their life better. I'm going through that my whole life, but I had to allow myself to keep going, allow myself to forgive the people that keep on trying to clout chase or block or whatever you want to call it out of my life, and still allow myself to keep being better than I was yesterday. And that's what is taking place in your life. There are going to be some people in your life that's going to try to shake it up and try to question your character, or try to even say that you're not what you are not. But number one, when I got held up for whatever this position is for me, they already said you and a lot of other people are awakening. They know the traits of what a Heyoka Lakota tribe is. What we have and what we're about to go in through is something that has not actually happened at all yet. This is something that's going to be very big, very powerful. But if we have somebody who obviously looks, straight Native American going into the enemy lines, they already know what to look for. But if you're looking with somebody who has all these different blood traits and not looking like the things that they're waiting for, you can be able to walk through the enemy lines and you can get the daggone chalice without them knowing it, because they're like, oh, they see me. Oh, we just see a Negro girl or whatever, and don't realize I'm Native American, I'm Creole, I'm Hispanic. All these different things is, in our breeds, where there's a lot of people that are coming to me from Ireland, from Russia, Pakistan. All of us are, arising, and we're not looking like what we truly are, and they can't see you coming. That's where a lot of times when they say you're about to execute your plans, you have to keep that to yourself, because when the left hand know what the right hand doing, they will sabotage that at all costs, because they see you as value and they don't like that. So a lot of times you try to understand, why is life so hard? Because it's going to make you even harder. So when you get in you overachieve what you have taken place in your life. So when somebody else come at you, you're not, a lot of times people come at you with that old stuff and don't realize you're in a new you. You have to allow them to let them play patty cake by yourself, because a lot of times people play these little games like you're still in high school. Don't you can't entertain that. You can't allow people to pull you out of your character like that. And a lot of times we have things that's hitting the fan and you just don't understand why. You have to allow yourself to know when you're it's like an apocalypse, and where you being placed at, you're gonna see all this stuff tearing apart, but yet you can't even take a feather off your head. And that's what it's going to be about. And you just don't understand, why is all these things unfolding in front of you when you're trying to be focused on your structure of well-being, trying to be the best person you can be. And I used to say that, why I can be positive today, and then something will fall apart in my life. And the big question is, why are you allowing that to affect you? And I was like, damn, touche. I was like, touche, I get it. I understand. If it's something that you can change, then you go about it and you change the best way you can. Like I said, I gained a couple of pounds from the depression I went through, because I no longer have those drug addictions. I used to smoke heavy and weed. I used to chain smoke cigarettes for almost 20 years, drink. And I don't do any of those things, but dealing with what I had to deal with was very hard, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I was broken down in so many ways, but then I had to allow myself to know, you don't look at what you became. Then I was hard on myself. And then universe had to remind me, as well as, my loved ones that has passed over, to remind me, Roslynn, you're dealing with a lot. You've been lied to, you've been violated in almost every kind of way. And it's like all the family that you had that was there to support you is no longer amongst the living, because we're helping you from the other side. But you had to reflect this strength, when you can live through the things you have lived through, that reflects strength in so many measures that a lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit for. And then instead of us focusing on the better in our lives, we focus on the things that we can't change. I was just like, I didn't like how I look. Okay, then why aren't you doing anything about it? It's not doing anything. It's just adding more situations towards you when you're not doing anything to change it. Or you're comparing your body type or somebody's other living, what kind of banknotes they have compared to what you have. And that's what we don't realize when we're doing that. We're adding more stress to our lives because we're comparing our life to somebody else. Or there's so many things coming out, and I had to say, the things that you're going through, you're gonna benefit off of that. And I'm looking like, how the hell am I gonna benefit off of this? I'm ready to go. I'm tired of these people playing with me and my emotions. They already played with me and my banknotes. Now they're trying to play with me and my emotions. You ain't did enough, so you trying to wreck shop on me. But when they did not know, the game changer is when you have broke somebody down so much, you haven't been in survival mode. You have had everything done to you. You can't have nothing else done. And that's what they're banking on. There's too many people in your life that is watching you and praying for your downfall. And a lot of times you have to psych yourself out and say, you're going to allow these people to win. When people see that you got more blessings coming just because of what they put you through, they're going to try to make sure they can break all that apart because they don't want to see you have that. But like I've said in my other videos, you need to go harder than the people that are trying to go harder on trying to stop you. You already done won the game, yet you still out here trying to play a war. You don't even know that. And I had to tell myself that you already done won the war out here, but you still out here battling with things you can't change, with people that's still trying to, you got your blessings. Your blessings is on its way. Because if they weren't, these people wouldn't be coming so hard to try to block you. People wouldn't be coming so hard at you trying to put you down, mocking you because of your dreams. And a lot of people are mocking you for your dreams because they done gave up on theirs. And if somebody couldn't see their dreams coming, do you think somebody gonna support you on yours? No, because they don't want you to be seen. They don't, somebody else up here and support you. And there's somebody coming back and tell them, hey, did you see this? They're doing good. I say I try to put myself in a place where I know I can help people. And people are like, Roslynn, I'm so used to people trying to send me into the wrong direction. I said, because I know what that felt like. I'm not going to put somebody in a situation that I already know I don't want to be put in. I done seen how things happen like that when people are doing that. I don't want that kind of karma in my life. A lot of times you have to understand everything is not what it seems. It's like my situation. I felt like there's too many people that got their hand and stuff like, oh, they, about my dad, but they show face when they choose to show face just because they want to be their attention set on, or they want to look a certain way but do a certain thing in a different way. It's a 222. And doing those things. And it is just like I went into a rage because there was too many people out there, and these people were supposed to be family. These supposed to be people that loved. But as soon as somebody's out the picture, you're disgracing the dead. And I'm just like, wow. I said, wherever he at, I wonder if I know he's seeing that, and that breaks me down because that's a part of me, And it's like, even though I never had a chance to be able to physically connect with that, I defend that at all costs. I don't care, but that's what makes me go more hard, harder for anything, It's like, no matter what somebody's done, no matter what is said, your experience is your experience. Your growth is your growth. People try to steal something that they can't never take away, but a lot of times we put that power in their lives because of the impacts they done damaged in ours. You have to allow yourself to be better than the stuff that they done placed on you. You're nothing of the things that they placed on you. I'm hated by my family because the fact is they can't kill me. And I'll be like that daggone movie Pitch Black with Vin Diesel. You remember that moment? You should have ghosted me when you had the chance. You should have ghosted me, because all these experiences that has taken place in my life has made me so much stronger. It's like it gives you that vibe of a force is not be reckoned with. It's not like you trying to be cocky about yours, but you got to be secure and sure about yours. You're going to put that in existence for your life. I am going to make it. I am going to exceed to any abilities I allow myself to exceed to, plus more. I'm trying to expand myself. I'm being very productive on mine, and it's like when you got, people around you that's trying to distract, like, hey, I'm doing this. Can you do this? No, You have to allow yourself to let them do that by themselves. It's like when you have a child in the store and they're doing these temper tantrums because they can't buy that little toy. And when they see that they're all this hollering and screaming, it's like with black folks, you get snatched up for stuff like that. But then I've seen people who used to walk over their kids and then walk away and go around the corner, and they used to play that psych role on them. And that's what a lot of times you got to do with the stuff that you're dealing with. Stay focused on where you're trying to go. Stay that energy matched up on what you're trying to align yourself with. Attract, keep forward and attracting yourself to what you're trying to bring into your life. If you want to bring love into your life, you have to love yourself. You have to forgive those fools out there that's trying to act a fool. And it's not like you're saying it's okay for what they did, but they're still wounded. They're still doing their life lessons. While you over here doing yours, they're going to go through their path of life lessons. And a lot of times it's hard to see that when you have done all you can do in certain situations, or you're trying to be positive. And a lot of times you have to go through those reckoning situations to be strengthened. You trying to overcome negative, you have to be able to face negative. When you know you're still triggering, you have to allow yourself to know, hey, this is still triggering me. And a lot of times you see it coming and you still react. I used to be that way. I almost got caught up in it recently. And I'll say, you know what? You need to not do that. Allow yourself to appreciate that, because these things are strengthening you. Not every reaction has to have a negative reaction. A lot of times a negative reaction has to have no reaction at all. And that's a reaction. Taking your power out of that situation, taking that attention away. They can see you, but they can't touch you. They can try to distract all they want. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen for you regardless. Keep focused. Even though you may not understand what's going on in your life right now, trust and believe they got something better in store. If you've been wanting something and you have not received it yet, because universe is about to gift you with better, keep focused. So that's the end of that video. I'm going to go ahead and give a post notification shout out to J. Taylor Wade, Justin B., Brini K, Enchantress, Enchanters, and Jade Love. Much love to you. And Christine Flaherty. Much love to you. I hope all is well. And like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel. If you make sure when you subscribe, hit that bell, the notification for all, so you can be able to be updated with every video that has been uploaded. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can find me on Facebook Messenger up under my name, Roslynn Mckoy. You can get me, DM me at IG as well, and I'll put that description down there below. If it's not any other name than that name saying it's me, it's not me. Okay, so I'm specifically giving you that one, and it's just to be able to give you a deeper understanding about your spiritual path and your way of purpose. If I can't give you the information you need verbatim, straight out, I'll get the information you need and give it to you, and just to be able to give you a deeper understanding about your spiritual path. And whatever we speak on is confidential, so you don't have to worry about it being said. A lot of people get in touch with me because they're not comfortable, talking about the things they do there. So I always tell people, hey, just reach out to me. I'll try my best to help you the way I can and give you a deeper understanding about the things that's going on. And then we can learn off of each other. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, tell somebody about the channel. They may be able to relate. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 million times over what you even pray for, ask for, even expect it, and same when you receive it. And even through your social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, frequencies, love, light, prosperity, words, and frequencies. And I will see y'all in my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.